Hey, welcome to or welcome back to Auntie's Cakery. Oh, have I got a surprise for you? Look at this, OMG. In fact, that's what it is, an OMG donut. I'd like to start off by thanking the sponsor of this video, Apron Heroes, formerly known as Cakes of Eden, who sent me a lovely kit to make these cakes. Come along with me. First of all, I pour some vanilla cake batter into these beautiful donut-shaped silicone molds. You'll notice at the back of the mold there is two little lines. In the first half, I fill it all the way up to the top line. In the second half, I fill it up to the bottom line. Then I tap the tray to get some of those air bubbles out. And here comes the lid. I put it on. And it has a little ledge on it, so I can just rub my fingers around and snap it on so it doesn't come off during baking. Now that the cakes are baked, I'm going to move them to a cooling rack with this handy dandy cake lifter. And take the mold off. I chose to take it off upside down, peel it off, and oh, there it is. What a beautiful shape. I'm going to flip it upside down and cut off that extra top. I don't need it. It sure is going to taste yummy. Flip it back upside down. It's like an acrobat cake. Now for the bottom part. Oh, look at that shape. It worked. Love it. Also trim off the extra on there. Use a little buttercream to stick that half down, and I'm going to fill it with my son's favorite candies. Yum! And don't forget the Swedish fish. The Swedish fish are one of my favorite candies too. Again, with some buttercream, I use it around the center and the edge. This kind of acts as glue, so when I stick the top down on and gently press, that they will stick together. Now it's time for the crumb coat. The crumb coat is just a thin layer of icing meant to keep the crumbs on the cake, so when I put the final layer of icing on, there are no crumbs showing. This is a piece of school folder. I just created a shaping tool. It works really well to bend around those edges. And then I stick this in the fridge. While it's chilling, I'm going to thank the sponsor of this video, Apron Heroes, formerly known as Cakes of Eden. They sent me this kit to try out and review, and I am loving it. Comes with a cake lifter, couple spatulas, piping bag, piping tips, and of course, the OMG silicone donut mold. Now that the cake is cooled in the fridge, I'm going to put the final coat of buttercream icing on it. Pipe it on in a beautiful swirl, and I'm going to smooth it out with the angled spatula Apron Heroes sent to me. Then again, I'm going to use my Mylar folder shapers to make that nice and round, nice and smooth. Then I'm going to pop that cake in the fridge again. Meantime, I am going to color some fondant, a donut color. Once it's ready, I roll a strip out. This is going to be for the center. So I just stick it in the center and hope that it sticks on well. Now for the outside of the donut. Nice big circle. It not only needs to go over the top, but also around the base as well. So I cut it a little bigger than I need to, about 20 inches. Have it really loose in the center so I can press it in a little bit. Smooth it out with my hands and make it follow the shape, and then cut the extra off. And I do want to hide all those ends, so I'm going to tuck them underneath the donut. Now it's time to figure out how to stretch this middle in. Cut a little hole, and I'm going to stretch that fondant and keep stretching and put it in the center. And hopefully no one will look in there because it is a little messy. And of course I am making the classic pink icing. I've cut out a template so I know the size that I want the icing. You can see under this that I have a piece of wax paper. You'll see why I did that in just a minute. It's a really cool trick. I also cut out a little squiggly in the center. Now that that main shape is cut out, I'm going to add a little character. A few more little bumps and dips. There we go. Paint a little water on that cake. And here's that wax paper trick. So I can move the fondant exactly where I want it. So the center squigglies are in the center of the donut hole. And I just peel that wax paper off and press the icing onto the donut. And here's a professional tip. Smooth out those edges so it makes it look more natural. Now it's time to make some fondant sprinkles. I have so many colors here. Actually, not so many. Roll it out to a long, skinny snake. Roll them all out to long, skinny snakes. And then I cut them off. Now I could leave them like this. They look okay. But I want to go one step further and round out those edges. So many. I don't think I'm going to use this many. But hey, better have too much than not enough. Now with some piping gel, I am going to stick these onto the pink icing. Now I could call it done, but as you know, I am doing the classic cartoon look donut. So I've got some black royal icing in this piping bag and a number 3 round piping tip. And I carefully pipe around each of these sprinkles. Oopsie! I made a little mistake there, so I'm using a damp paintbrush to fix it. And I'll continue to outline each and every one of these. If you're interested in getting this OMG kit, check out the description box. I have a link there, and you may even get a little surprise if you click it. I'm going to use a bigger tip for the outside of the icing, a number 4 round tip. Oh my goodness, this is not as easy as it looks. I gotta make sure the icing is dripping right in the correct place. Fix that little end. Moving on to the outside of the icing. Now you could roll out a really thin piece of fondant for this, but as y'all know, I love piping. This really takes a steady hand. And also, I'm going to create a border down here with some black icing. I'm going to add a little character again, some little lines and spots to make it look like that icing is more cartoony. Also do it on the center of the donut. And to continue the illusion, I'm going to outline the cake board. Here we go. And after that's outlined, I'm going to add some dark pink ribbon. First I stick a pin in there, and just with a clear glue stick, I'm going to glue that ribbon on all around the board. The end, I'm going to put a little glue, fold it over, a little more glue, and then I'm going to pin it in. Now to finalize this cartoon, I'm going to add a couple lines down the side here. Oh, That did not work very well. Clean it up with my paintbrush. Now for the other side. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Let's see how it looks on the inside. I love how that candy just falls out. When I was making the video, my son saw his favorite candies. Watch this. Woo! He grabs a fish right off the donut. But wait, that's not it. You can also use this awesome mold to make a Rice Krispie treat donut. Mix up those Rice Krispie treats, pour it into the mold, and press it in. Put the top on and press that shape. Then I stick these in the fridge for a while to firm up. After that, I'll put a layer of buttercream on. And inside goes some chocolate Nutella that I just melted down a little bit. Again, I use buttercream on the inside and outside as a glue. Stick it on. And the final coat of buttercream. Use my perfect shaping tool to smooth it out. Then I stick it into the freezer. Yes, the freezer! I want it frozen! Because for the first time ever, I'm trying this mirror glaze technique. Can't say I did too good of a job on it. Next time I think I'll do it all white, and then I'll put the blue and the orange on like I did at the very end. But for my first try with a mirror glaze, I'd say it looks amazing. Oh, I have a runaway candy. You get back up there. After about 10 minutes, I'm going to transfer it to a plate. And then I'll stick it in the fridge before it's time to cut. Oh man, this Rice Krispie treat is tough. It's still kind of cold. And there's the chocolate inside. I'm going to do the unboxing next. Open this beautiful box. Oh, an angled spatula. And a pretty pink spatula. Love it. These silicone piping bags are awesome. You've seen me use those before. Piping tips. And here is the main attraction. That's the middle part. And there are the two edge parts, the top and the bottom. Ooh, the silicone is very nice quality. A little cake board comes with it. And a cake lifter. Thank you so much for watching this today. Again, you have to get one of these kits. This is so cool. Actually, I'm not gonna eat it yet because my little son turned 3 and I'm gonna use this for his birthday cake. And the kids like Rice Krispie treats too, so they're gonna eat this one as well. Thank you so much to Apron Heroes for sending me this OMG donut kit. Sure was fun making it. I hope you had fun watching. Bye.